On today's show, we're going to be talking about the newly launched Black Shopping Networks. What is it, and how can this benefit your business while providing an alternative for supporting small, minority, and women-owned businesses? And does Amazon have upcoming competition? Stay tuned, and you'll find out more. Hello everyone, I'm Michael Robinson, host of the Michael S. Robinson Show every day on Microbin Radio. Our shows cover topics from entrepreneurship, career development, and of course, self-empowerment. Thanks for joining us today. We're streaming live in our studios here at Microbin Radio. You can download our free app from the App Store or Google Play. And we're also live on Facebook. So to access our channel, it's Michael S. Robinson, CEO. We're live at the moment. And you can catch my shows every day on Microbin Radio. Also, my podcasts are available on the iStove. Just look for Michael S. Robinson Show. Just look for the Michael S. Robinson Show. That's on the iStore. Okay, so today we have a very interesting guest. Her name is Janice McLean DeLoatch, and she's an entrepreneur with over 3 decades of experience. She started her first business in her late teens and has owned several successful businesses. She's also the author of an autobiography called Autobiography of an Entrepreneur. She created the first TV show and focused on small businesses, entrepreneurs, and people in that genre. There were shows that were designed to bring highlight to the masses on what entrepreneurs do. Currently, she runs a radio show in Baltimore and talks about similar topics. Her recent ambitions, however, is a venture which she launched a couple of weeks ago called the Black Shopping Network, which we're going to discuss today. So before much ado, welcome to the show, Janice.
Hi, Michael. Thank you for allowing me to be on your show today.
You're more than welcome. It's a pleasure to have you with us. So tell us about the Black Shopping Network. What is it?
So the Black Shopping Network is a platform that I created that will allow me to share my new vision with Black and brown people. It will allow them a place to shop and share, and it is a place that they can call their own. And for a community that's been starving for our own identity for so long, this is something that was created specifically for Black and brown people to put their businesses up on and shop and share with other people and support our communities.
So tell us about the business model. What exactly is it? What is the structure of it?
Okay, so the blackshoppingnetworks.com, it is really, it's Black Amazon. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but
no, that's great. That's a good reference, of course.
It is. And one of the reasons is because as an author, I did a book you talked about earlier called Autobiography of an Entrepreneur. And even within some of the other entrepreneurial pursuits that I've had with creating a pantyhose vending machine, and I actually had my own line of pantyhose products when women really were wearing them in the States. And I remember pitching my products to other shopping networks. And not only did I not receive a response back, I'm guessing the answer was no, but it really made me feel like that I didn't even have a voice. That I was so minuscule in their vision that they didn't even offer me the courtesy of sending me a letter to say, thank you for sending us your submission. At this time, we're going to decline. Just nothing. And I just remember feeling very empty and feeling like I was tired of waiting for people to validate the fact that I had created something that I thought was of worth and value and wanted to share with other people, and not really being given that opportunity to do so. So this was actually during a time when I had gone through a dispute with Entrepreneur Magazine for the right to use my name for my TV show called Entrepreneur's Edge TV.
Mm-hmm.
And we can get into that a little bit more later if you'd like. But during my downtime and feeling sorry for myself, I decided that I was going to stop feeling sorry for myself and create my own vehicle to market my own products and help other people in the process and help my community, because so often we never have the opportunity to be on these platforms because we don't have the capital, we don't have the manpower, and we don't have the products.
Right.
And so that really was born out of that.
Right. No, I totally understand that, having owned a business for well over 3 decades myself, how difficult it is to not only get financing, because a lot of Black businesses or small businesses have the disadvantage of not having relationships with local banks or access to capital, which is a huge component of the disenfranchised that is out there. So you started this network, and your idea is to make it into a marketplace for small Black-owned businesses, correct?
Correct. So it is for small.
Tell me how one can get onto your network. If someone is listening to this and wants to be one of the clients or vendors on your network, how is that done?
Michael, that is a great question, and thank you for getting to that point. So this is how they do it. You go to www.theblackshoppingnetworks.com, and you look at the tiers. We have 4 tiers, tier 1 through tier 4. And when I say we, I have a team of people who are working behind the scenes to really help me materialize the blackshoppingnetworks.com, because this is one time that everybody wants to see this be something that is successful. It is a myriad of people working behind the scenes who are coming together because we are all tired of waiting to be validated by other platforms. So we really want to see this be successful. There's tier 1, which is for the everyday entrepreneur beginner who thinks they might want to be an entrepreneur. They've been kicking the idea around in their head for years and never really decided to do it. But now, because we're in the middle of a pandemic and the economy has taken a turn for the downward spiral, people are deciding to now turn their hobbies into businesses, and so they want to see whether this is for them or not. So that starts at $149 up to tier 4, which is $299, which includes e-commerce, branding, marketing, a customer loyalty program, and discounts for shoppers or merchants who come to the vendor or merchant who is signed up with the blackshoppingnetworks.com. Tier 1 is the same in that you don't have the customer loyalty program, and you don't get the back end and all the bells and whistles that you would get if you were tier 4. And this is something that if you decide to sign up, it's a month-to-month obligation. Right now we're running a special that if you sign up for 3 months, you get 1 month free. And we really are stressing that we have minority-owned businesses for Black and brown companies. And it is not because I am discriminating against other people. I just want to make sure that this particular group of people has a voice that we can hear, we can see, and some of the right now have grown up. And so we want to be able to be a platform for those businesses that are just starting out, and those who've been around for a while that you don't know of, like Lefty's Barbecue. And he's been around for years, but a lot of people don't know about Lefty's Barbecue, but he is one of the vendors on the Black Shopping Network. But then there are a lot of new companies that are coming out that don't have the capital, which seems to always be a problem for minorities and women, one that I'm working behind the scenes to find a resolution for as well. And I know this very well because when I was doing the pantyhose vending machine, it was very hard to get funding for the machines, to get the machines made, which is why I actually had to stop doing it because I couldn't afford to. So there's the different tiers, tier 1 through tier 4, that we hope will allow people the opportunity to get up and running and decide whether this is for them or it isn't. And if not, then they don't have to. But you must go to the website first, fill out the form so that we can start vetting the business and start the process to get you onboarded onto the website.
So let's talk about the other end, the user end, the people who would be buying the products. How does it work? Is it like Amazon? Well, for lack of a better reference, is it like Amazon.com where you sign on and you basically choose the products you want and you check out and the products are shipped to you? How does that work?
So right now, because we're in the process of signing people up, there are still, and I just want to say to everybody, here's a call to action. Go to the website, sign up. That's the first thing. You know, often people, and I'm going to say, minority people, Black and brown people, we complain that we don't have things or businesses to help support us. This is a platform that will help you do that. But you have to do your call to action and get up and go to the website and sign up and fill the form out so that we can start the process. Now, in terms of shoppers, right now, you can go onto the site, you can click onto some of the vendors that we have up there. We don't have everybody up there because we're going through an onboarding process through the end of August, maybe even the first week of September, where we're loading the companies up there and getting everybody up. This is a new venture. It just launched not too long ago. So guys, please bear with us. There are a few bugs that we're working out. But once you click on those sites, they will take you to their shopping cart on their sites right now, and you can purchase products from them. Now, in the next month or so, what will happen is once you sign up and you click on those products, you will be on our site, theblackshoppingnetworks.com. You will stay on theblackshoppingnetworks.com, and those vendors will be part of theblackshoppingnetworks.com with their own e-commerce platform within the blackshoppingnetwork.com, the blackshoppingnetworks.com platform as well. So the only difference right now is that we are working out some technical glitches on the back end, but right now, yes, you can shop those vendors that are there, and in September, I'm sure you're going to find some other ones that are really interesting as well. And you know, and the more we get people who sign up, who support the blackshoppingnetworks.com, and businesses that have been waiting for the opportunity to get off the ground, here it is. So when they sign up, we'll bring them to you.
Right.
And for shoppers, it's free. They pay absolutely nothing. They sign up. In fact, shoppers, if they sign up now, between now and the end of August, the first week of September, which you'll see, it'll be on the website, they actually get 20% off of their first sale from any other merchants, and they'll get digital coins that will be deposited in a wallet for them to be able to shop on the blackshoppingnetworks.com site, which they can keep.
Yeah, so you mentioned that you really don't want to target other demographics at this point.
When you say target other demographics,
so you're talking about the business model being solely for Black and women-owned businesses and no other demographics, correct?
So again, the goal is not to discriminate against anybody. The goal is to support minority, Black and brown companies who are looking for the opportunity to have their voice heard, their visions shared, their businesses out and available to the public to shop. And so that is the preference right now. Now, does that mean other people can't shop the blackshoppingnetworks.com? Absolutely not. People are free to shop and buy and do whatever they'd like. But the preference is to support those who have been starving for their own voice and their own identity and been denied it for so long, the opportunity to have one. So yes, that is the preference.
Right. Well, money has one color, it's green. So if somebody were to say to you, what is the difference between your business model and Amazon? How do you differentiate what you're doing that's different? Well, besides the fact that it is supporting minority and women-owned businesses.
Well, one big difference right off bat is that when you shop the other shopping networks, you are on their platform. You are really supporting their vision. So, for instance, when you go to Amazon, people might look for Michael S. Robinson on Amazon, but they're not saying I'm going to shop Michael S. Robinson. They're saying I'm going to shop Amazon and look for Michael S. Robinson. So the difference with the blackshoppingnetworks.com is that you are on the blackshoppingnetworks.com as Michael S. Robinson, but the blackshoppingnetworks.com is also promoting Michael S. Robinson so that you have a separate identity within the blackshoppingnetworks.com system. So it is like we are equal partners and not like you are a partner who's on my platform only and it's all about me expanding my name and my brand. But I'm also helping to grow. I'm helping to grow your brand and promote your company and your business too. So right off the bat, that's one difference. I can also tell you that Amazon is not giving its customers digital coins to shop your business because you're signing up as a merchant or a vendor. I don't think so. It may be so. And maybe after this airs, they may do that. But right now, I don't think so.
Right.
So I think those are the things that set us apart just right there.
Mm-hmm. And how are you marketing this platform?
So we are in the process of working through all of that, but television, radio, newspaper, the medias, and meaning social medias. I guess the usual, the standard ways that people market products and businesses and companies. And also word of mouth.
Of course.
For all those people out there, tell your communities that there is a vehicle out there for Black and brown businesses called the blackshoppingnetworks.com.
Right.
So word of mouth also helps.
And also there are organizations that will benefit you tremendously that are supporting Black and minority-owned businesses like the National Minority Business Council in New York City or the New York, New Jersey Minority Purchasing Council. They've got thousands and thousands of small businesses that would love to be a part of an organization like yours or a network like yours. So those are very good.
About it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Those are very good sources to tap into and certainly network with the local, potential customers that are in that venue. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about you before we leave. Tell me a little bit about your background. I know that you started a business early. This is fabulous. I know about the struggles. I know about the challenges. But tell me about Janice.
Wow, that is an interesting question. Janice is a serial entrepreneur, a creative thinker, a person who wants to and has always worked to sustain my community, my family. I have always been in the struggle of equality for people in general. And sometimes when you do that, everybody's not, people aren't always happy. But at the end of the day, I have to be happy being the best person that I can be, making a difference with the time that I have in the place that I am for as many people as I can. Because strangely, one thing about my personality has always been to develop and create things that support myself, but other people as well. You did talk a little bit about me being an entrepreneur, but I started out doing modeling in my teens, to event planning, to creating something called City Search, which was a talent search program so that the models would have an opportunity to model and perform. Frustrated with pantyhose and just wanted to fix that, create the pantyhose vending machines that did very well. As a matter of fact, one of my first clients with the pantyhose vending machines was the Baltimore Ravens owner, Stephen Bisciotti, who has a company called Aerotech in Baltimore. They were actually one of my first clients, and I was very grateful to them. They really believed in what I was doing and gave me a shot. And then from there, I went into creating a television program called Entrepreneurs Edge TV, which was one of the first programs back in the day before Shark Tank and Undercover Boss and The Profit that really talked about entrepreneurship and access and resources and funding for women and minorities. And then I moved on to doing red carpet events, again, back to event planning, to support the people, the interviews that I had done on my TV program, Entrepreneurs Edge TV. And then COVID-19 happened, and I had a lot of downtime and a lot of time to think, and I was able to put some of the ideas that I had, tucked away into fruition and work on those.
Very good. Yes, very good. So, Janice, I think we're cut off, or our connection is somewhat short, but thank you very much for being...
And again,
Janice, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, all right. In this day of COVID-19 and distance recording, sometimes the connection is a little wonky. So quickly before we go, tell us a little bit about where you see this business in 5 years' time. Where do you see the Black Shopping Network in 5 years' time?
Well, I don't necessarily have a crystal ball, but what I will say is the goal is to have the blackshoppingnetworks.com be equal to that of the other shopping networks who've been around for years, to have the blackshoppingnetworks.com support the communities that support it, and to be able to find resolutions for funding opportunities, for expansions and support of other businesses that are on the blackshoppingnetworks.com. And hopefully it'll be a household name and something that all people feel is for the good of people and for communities and smaller businesses who have been denied their own voice for so long. And eventually we hope to move this onto television and be able to do it live and get some of those pretty models up there to show off some of the great products and companies and merchants and vendors who are part of our networks.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for joining us today to talk about your business. I wish you much success with it.
Well, thank you. And I hope that success is there for it. So,
yes,
and again, if people want to be a part of it, they can go to www.theblackshoppingnetworks.com and check it out. And here's the call to action. You've got to sign up. If you want to see it grow and you want us to materialize, definitely we need vendors and merchants, but we also need shoppers. And we want to be able to do our best by everybody, but we need them to help support it as well too. So.
Absolutely, by all means. So much success to you, and until next time. All right.
All right.
Stay in touch.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, my pleasure. I'm Michael Robinson. Until next time, remember, this is your time. Use it wisely.